Have you ever opened a plastic water bottle, taken a sip, and felt completely safe drinking it? Most of us do this every single day, after class, at the gym, or when we are rushing somewhere without stopping to think about it. Now imagine this. Scientists estimate that the average human may consume up to a credit card's worth of plastic every single week. Not once a year, not once a month, every week. And the most shocking part is we don't see it, we don't taste it, and we don't even know it's happening. What makes this more worrying is that this plastic does not simply pass through our bodies and disappear. Instead, tiny plastic particles remain inside us, slowly accumulating over time without any immediate warning signs. Good day everyone, my name is Nadia, and today I would like to talk to you something that sounds invisible but is actually already inside our bodies. I'm not here to exaggerate or scare you. Everything I'll be sharing today is based on scientific research from trusted sources such as WHO, National Geographic, and environmental health researchers. In the next few minutes, I want to share something important that affects all of us, regardless of age, lifestyle, or background. My topic today is microplastic contamination in the human body. This brings me to my main message. Microplastics are entering our bodies through food, water, and air. They quietly damage our health, and urgent action is needed at both personal and policy levels. To understand why this issue truly deserves our attention, let us look what microplastics are and why they are a serious problem for human health. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles less than 5 millimeters in size. To put this into perspective, 5 millimeters is smaller than a grain of rice. Because of that size, these particles are easily swallowed or inhaled without us ever noticing. Recent studies have discovered microplastics in human blood, lungs, placentas, and even breast milk. This means exposure does not start at adulthood. It can begin before baby is even born. This clearly shows that microplastic contamination is not a lifestyle issue. It is a widespread environmental problem. According to WHO, microplastics mainly enter our bodies through drinking water, seafood, food packaging, and even the air we breathe. This is important to understand because these are the things we cannot simply avoid. As shown in this chart, drinking water is one of the biggest contributors of microplastic intake, followed by food and air. This is especially concerning because water is something we consume daily and often consider safe and healthy. Once inside the body, microplastics can carry harmful chemicals and pollutants. These substances can disrupt hormones, cause inflammations, and damage human cells. Hormones are responsible for controlling growth, metabolism, mood, and reproduction. So when they are disrupted, the effects can be widespread. This is alarming because hormone disruption has been linked to fertility problems, developmental disorders, weakened immune systems, and increased risk of chronic disease. The danger of microplastic is not dramatic or immediate. It is slow, silent, and cumulative. So the question is no longer, is this real? Now the question is, knowing this, what can we actually do? The good news is that this is not a hopeless solution. There are practical and realistic steps we can take to reduce microplastic exposure, starting with our daily habits. On a personal level, simple actions such as using reusable glass, or stainless steel bottles, avoiding heating food in plastic containers, and choosing fresh food over heavily packaged products can significantly lower our exposure. These actions may seem small, but when practiced consistently, they make a huge difference. For example, switching from plastic bottles to reusable bottles can reduce thousands of plastic particles entering the body each year. However, personal effort is not enough. Individuals did not create this problem on their own and therefore cannot solve it alone. Governments and industries must take responsibility. Stronger regulation of plastic production, improved waste management systems, and bans on unnecessary single-use plastics have already shown positive results in several countries. When governments act, industries are forced to innovate, and safer alternatives have become affordable and accessible. This table shows that in many cases, better alternatives has already been exist. The issue is not lack of solutions, but lack of awareness, regulation, and collective commitment. Experts agree that reduced plastic at the source is the most effective long-term solution. When individual choices are supported by strong policies, meaningful and lasting progress becomes possible. But now, let us think ahead and consider what happens if we choose to ignore this problem. Imagine a future where nothing changes. Plastic production continues to increase, microplastics continue to accumulate in our bodies, and children are born already exposed to the pollution before they even take their first breath. Health problems increase, but the cause remains invisible, untreated, and misunderstood. In this future, medical professionals focus only on treating symptoms, fertility issues, immune problems, and chronic diseases, while the root cause continue to build silently inside human body. Now imagine a different future, a future where plastic waste is reduced, safer materials are prioritized, and people are more aware of what they consume every day. The governments enforce responsible production, and then industries invest in safer packaging, and individuals make informed choices. In this future, our bodies are no longer silent storage spaces for pollution. They are protected rather than polluted. That future is not unrealistic, it is achievable, and it depends entirely on the choices we make today. To conclude, microplastics enter our bodies through food, water, and air, quietly threatening our long-term health. This issue is real, and it is happening now, and it affects every one of us, whether we notice it or not. I encourage you to start with small but meaningful actions. Reduce plastic use where you can, be mindful of the packaging you choose, support policies and initiatives that protect public health and the environment. Talk about this issue, share accurate information, ask questions, because awareness is the first step towards change. And then, because plastic, because we ignore today, may become the health problem we face tomorrow. Thank you.